titling your product and titling those posts, creating those posts, those buzzwords.
Yeah.
It brings people to you like that.
For sure. It's something I had to learn, and I think a lot of people don't understand how much work goes into podcasting. Another thing that we were just talking about is the behind the scenes work. And anyone that comes to me and says, hey, I want to start a podcast, what do you recommend? I'm like, one, know that no one's going to listen to it for a while.
Nobody. That's right.
If you want to make money, don't start a podcast for a while, and it's going to be way harder than you think. It's like having a second job. So if you still want to do it after all of that and you're just passionate about connecting with people and having interesting conversations, then go for it. Mm-hmm. But if you're getting into it for exposure or money or ease, is not the place.
Absolutely not. And I mean, one thing that I've realized, and I've realized with watching that episode too, is that how difficult it could be to talk on certain type of, like, you hit dead spots in conversations. You really do. Right. So there'll be times where there'll be that awkward pause. But when I was growing up, if you had an awkward pause, I was always the person to try to pick it back up.
Yeah.
So it's always weird to me whenever we have an awkward pause and I'm just like, and then you move on to the next question. But it's long format. Podcasting is a long format.
Right.
It's unlike anything else. But let's talk about a little bit more about you and talk about these studio sessions I've been seeing you in lately. I mean, so Nashville is one of the things that you guys don't know. If you guys do know, you better know that Nashville has one of the best recording studio scenes in the country. People in doghouses have recording studios here. Yeah. So what's been some of your favorite? Have you only been recording in one studio so far?
One studio. I've been to 3 here, 3 smaller ones. One nice one in Austin, which is Orb Recording Studios, but I'm recording here at Omni Studios here on Music Row. It's great. I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm releasing new music every month this year, which is insane.
Well, the 15 Minutes of Fame, I think is, I like that one more than Dimond Country personally.
Yeah, I do too.
It's just more, it's more intimate. So for all you guys, and you can stream it everywhere.
Yeah, it's out now everywhere.
Absolutely. And it's a different vibe from your first release. But the thing is, it's a lot more vulnerable.
Yep.
It's going to mess up that word right there. And then not only that, it actually shines your voice a lot more, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you said you're dropping something every month for this year?
Yeah. It's usually not what artists do. You don't see that very often because, one, they want to give, one of their singles time to promote it and all of that, like 15 Minutes of Fame. Like, I think it's a couple of months or like 3 months or something. And I'm just not playing that game. I don't have time to do that. I have so much music that I want to put out. I'm independent right now, so I can do what I want to do. And I want to put as much music as I can. So I'm going to do probably 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. I'm going to drop something new.
So I guess, by the time this is out, that means you will probably have at least another single to another single. So almost 2 singles in, maybe 2 singles. And
that'll be exciting. I'm excited because it'll be cool to see.
Have you seen the growth?
Where we're at.
Have you seen the growth between the last single to this one?
Yeah, this single's doing way better than the last one. I mean, the last single was premiered by CMT.com, which awesome, dream come true. But 15 Minutes of Fame was premiered by People.com, even bigger, which is just, again, I just keep having these moments, like I have to pinch myself. It's hard for me to put into words how meaningful everything that's going on is. I feel like I walk around Nashville in my life with star emojis. It was just like, you're doing it.
That's
you're
the way you need to do it.
Doing it,
I had that moment today, actually. If you looked on my personal page, what I did is I was going to Quantum, right where I go around the Gulch somewhere. And anyway, so as I'm getting ready, I have my pre-workout in me, so I'm ready to roll. And I walk in, I'm like, dude, I have a fucking studio.
How cool, right?
Yeah. It's like, I remember back in the day, like when we were growing up, I had a studio. I was recording kids back in the day, but more music wise. And I slept on a couch. I turned my bed into a couch, and I just had people come in, kind of like what I'm doing here. Yeah. So it's not out of tune. But anyway, what's amazing about it is that gratitude.
Yeah.
That moment that you're having right now, where it's just like you're walking, you're living every day, being like, shit, I'm really doing this. And the thing is, I'm sure that you're getting people saying, hey, I recognize you. How's that feeling like?
It feels awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it really feels amazing. And like I said, I still have to pinch myself. I still have to realize that this is the life that I wanted to live my entire life that I wouldn't allow myself to do. I was too afraid to do it. And finally, you know, I started taking the little baby steps to get me to where I'm at now. So honestly, I'm grateful for it all because I know what the other side feels like, and I can't do that to myself anymore.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for watching this past clip. If you can, hit this button right here to see more of this episode, or hit this button right here to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time.